6:46 is the time now. Many parents are increasingly concerned about the negative impacts of social isolation on their students as schools start this distance learning experience. News Channel 3's Caitlin Thrope spoke with a local child psychologist and a local family about those concerns.
We've had the concerns just with the isolation and the impact that that has on their mental health.
Parents Mark and Sherry Behrens have two girls starting distance learning in the Desert Sands Unified School District.
I think my biggest concern is for my daughter who's going into high school. It's her freshman year. There's so many social activities that she won't be able to take part in, and we're relatively new to the desert, so she doesn't know a ton of people.
Satish Reese, a family therapist, is also concerned about kids not returning to the classroom this fall.
What's most important is their mental health.
He fears kids will start acting out, parents will see more temper tantrums, and even depression and suicide rates among students could rise.
And at the end of the day, a lot of the parents really need to check in and feel the temperature, and they assume because the kids are at the house in the room, everything is okay, but it's really not.
When he says check the temperature, this means communicate with your kids.
To go, hey, what's going on? How are you today?
He says there are things parents can do to alleviate some of their stress.
Invite friends over, but keep them at a distance. Have that social, circle going on so that your kids are still being fed and that mental health is still being taken care of.
Mark and Sherry are doing everything they can to give their kids the best learning environment at home.
We don't want them confined to their rooms or just one desk or something like that. So we're doing some remodeling.
But not all kids have the same resources to help them succeed.
I deal with a lot of kids who don't have money to afford a therapist. So they use the school counselor, they use the school psychologist, the school therapist to get their problems out, and they won't have that outlet. So I fear, once again, the anxiety rising.
It's important to know school counselors are still available even though school campuses are closed. Reese's advice for kids:
always seek help, be willing to be vulnerable and open up.
Caitlin Thrope, News Channel 3.
Well, Dr. Reese also recommends families find ways to change the scenery a bit and get out of the house together. A quick road trip would do the trick. More back-to-school coverage is available right now at KESQ.com.